everybody, I'm Chrissy.
And I am Jose.
Oh my gosh, welcome to The Married Life, where we want to help you build a stronger marriage, to create a stronger family, to form stronger communities. If you would like, you can check us out at themarriedlife.org. We've got blogs. We've got all of our podcasts from way back when. We've got a lot of information out there for you. And if you'd like to donate, just to help keep this thing funded, going, helping people who can't afford coaching, you can help contribute to that and help somebody else out.
Yep.
And we also give 10% of all of our income to single moms, just to help them out.
That's right. We are in the Song of Solomon series. Chrissy and I are pastors, in case you didn't know. So we believe that the Bible is the truth. And what better place to know how to have a healthy relationship than the Bible? So we're in Song of Solomon. Mm-hmm. If you do not have that, or if you have not read it, I would say crack that sucker open. Husbands, read it to your wives. It is a beautiful song. Anyways, we are talking tonight about, or today, or this evening, or this morning, whenever you're listening to this podcast, we are hitting on dating.
Yeah.
I love dating.
Me too.
I love dates. Like, I look forward to our Friday dates. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking forward to this Friday. And I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something.
Yeah, we are.
So anyways, we're going to talk about it. Now, in this world, when we think of dating, it is very selfish.
Yeah.
Because it's about what I want to do and what I'm going to get out of it, right? Mm-hmm. But what we need to know as married couples, as a husband, as a wife, I should begin to know you more. You should begin to know me more. And also we should begin to know, what do we like to do with each other?
Yeah.
You know, because there's some stuff you might want to do with me that actually is better if you do it alone. Like when you go shopping for hours at a time.
I need to know if it looks good.
You know what I mean? I get it. And then just take a picture and send it to Mackenzie, because I don't know. Literally last week, she walked down. She's like, how's this look? I'm like, I don't know. Kara's on her way. Wait and ask her. But it's so important for us, again, to come together and to actually date healthy. Yeah. Because, and we've said this a million times, but it's got to be repeated, is that the reason you got married is because first you dated. Yeah. You know, unless you had an arranged marriage. In that case, now you're starting to date each other. That's fun. That's exciting. Yeah. Get to know your arranged spouse. We need to practice, because practice is better than a promise.
Right.
Because we promised when we said vows, right? But the vows aren't what's going to keep us healthy in marriage. It's what we practice that's going to keep us healthy in our marriage.
So remember, like your vows, it says, I blank take thee blank to be my wedded wife, to be my wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, for sickness and in health, to love and to cherish till death to us part. How romantic.
Yeah. You know, it's very beautiful, and we all say it, and we all think we believe it.
It's a good idea.
But then all of a sudden, it goes from better and it starts getting worse. And we're like, you know what? I just signed a prenup, you know? Or we're like, you know what? Like, I saw that other chick and she seems very smiley when she sees me, and my spouse is very frowny. And so anyways, when worse happens, we check out. Yeah. And so again, we made a promise, but because we have not been practicing and dating, it's easy to quit the game. But what we need to do is we need to start practicing. And that's what dating is. Practice for the game, you know, and the game is marriage. So practice, you know? So anyways, the greatest predictor of your future is your past. So if you are on the struggle bus right now in marriage and you have not been dating, and you said, we've tried it all. We've tried counseling. We've tried coaching. We've read the books. We've gone to the seminars. We've done this. Have you tried dating? Yeah. If you have not, you have not tried it all. And I would say, switch it up. Try dating. And if you're like, well, we do date, but we have nothing to talk about. Good news. At the end of this podcast, we are going to give you questions you can ask your spouse, because sometimes we just think that we're going to go out and just naturally spark up a conversation. Sometimes we just don't have anything to say to each other, because we're with each other a lot. We
are with each other all the time.
We are. And so what do? We Google questions to ask each other, because it's things I've never thought of.
And they're funny.
They are. It's funny. It's fun. It's just getting to know each other better. So anyways, we're going to go, again, just kind of like on that journey of giving you some tips on dating. And again, if you want to know what your future marriage looks like, how is your past dating? Like, I mean, I can't say it enough, how important it is to date. And the good news is, if it doesn't exist, you can change that right now. right now, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
you can decide this weekend, I'm taking my boo on a date. You know what? I'm going to throw this one out there for free. You should just go to Ricochet. If you live in the Valpo, Northwest Indiana, I'm telling you, we have some of our best dates there.
Yeah.
Tacos. How can you have a bad date with tacos? You know what I mean?
so true.
If you want to put, maybe your wife is making you miserable, you take her to get some tacos and you're going to fall right in love with her again.
Oh my gosh. No, I think it's so good. Like dating and going back to the beginning of before you had kids and all the stress and everything like that. But you need to be. So we had this joke. I don't even know how this got brought up.
I don't either.
Ryan and Mackenzie are my in-laws. They're, it's Joe's brother and his sister-in-law. And they were over here one time and we were just like talking and so Joe and Mackenzie are very similar. They're both the middle child, just to give you some concept. And Ryan and I are, I guess we're the babies, but Ryan's I was going to say the real baby, but I don't mean that. I'm only the second child. Like there was 3 of you. He's like the baby, but I was just the second child. And so
Don't say that about yourself. You weren't just the second child.
And so we just got to talking about how, like, when I say emotional, I don't mean like they lose it, but just you guys are very emotional. You have a lot of words to say during the day. You know how like women always have all the words? Mackenzie does have more words than Ryan, but you definitely have more words than I do in a day. You talk a lot, if you guys haven't noticed. But he has a lot of emotion. And so does she. And so we were just like talking about that or whatever. And we said, wouldn't it be really funny to like, if Ryan and I got married, we literally would have said, I love you when we got married. And there would be no need to say it again. I told you one time, why do you need to know it again?
Why do you question that? I said it on my wedding day.
I told you that I loved you. So I love you. Whereas Ryan and Mackenzie, they need to hear it every day. Yeah. Joe and Mackenzie, they need to hear those things every day, and they'd be saying it all the time and all the words.
I love you.
No,
you look amazing. No, you're amazing. You know what? You deserve to go on shopping. No, you should get something that you want.
We also talked about that.
Yeah.
Ryan and I would be no fun. Yeah. We'd go nowhere. We'd spend no money, and you guys would be broken homeless.
Yeah, because we would have everything, including debt,
in your cardboard box.
Yeah. But anyway, saying that is just even bringing up again with dating and what this looks like is that just because you dated when you were first, or when you were first dating before you got married, doesn't mean you stop, right?
Right.
Like you and Ryan, like literally the joke is you said you got, I love you on our wedding day, and you don't say it since. So many people do that with dating. Like,
right.
Well, I dated you up until we got married, then I put a ring on your finger. Like,
why do we need to do that
what do you expect? Why do we need to date? We're married. Mm-hmm. And so that's the whole point of this story is that you still say I love you, you should still date.
Right.
So
that's good.
Song
Let's get into some scripture.
Yeah. Chapter 2, verse 8. This is the Shulamite woman, Shunammite woman talking. She says, "The voice of my beloved, behold, he comes, leaping up the mountain, skipping up the hills." What is more masculine than that?
Skipping up the hills.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like
I want you to skip down the sidewalk.
That's what I'm saying. You want to turn your wife on, you come skipping down the sidewalk. Baby, I am home from work and I am leaping over these mountains and I'm skipping up the hills and I'm getting emails. And you guys might have just heard that ding. Anyways, so just to break down this verse a little bit though, she does start off saying the voice of my beloved. Whose voice? Solomon's voice. She hears his voice. So Chrissy's complaining that I talk too much, but according to the Bible, she wants to hear my voice.
Oh my gosh.
But it's true that the man is pursuing the woman here. That the men, we should be asking our wives out. We should be the ones that are calling the sitter, making the reservations, deciding where we're going to pick up food because it's COVID. You can't even make reservations somewhere. Right. Get in the iPad so then we can have a drive-in movie experience in our car.
Hey.
Yeah, right. We've actually done that before. But when it comes down to it, husbands, like, make some effort because I'm telling you what, I know what you want at the end of the night. And if you make some effort at the beginning of the night, you're going to eventually get what you want at the end of the night.
Well, I also want to add this. As a wife, as a mother, like all the responsibilities. We're always thinking about everything. We've talked about this before in previous podcasts about how women have spider webs as brains and men have boxes.
The more that I'm working from home, the more clearly I see that. Because Chrissy will ask me to do something family related, and I'm like,
I'm not there. I'm not in that box.
I am not in that box. I am working.
Yeah.
Like, how could you even bring that up? Like, it's like I get offended.
So men have these boxes, women have these spider webs. Our thoughts are connected to every single other thought that we've ever had in our whole life. Everything is connected. We cannot disconnect. But men can. You open one door, you close it, and you go into another one, and that's where you're at.
That's so true. That's so true.
So as a mother, mostly, for me to find a babysitter, make a plan, get ready, and do all of this stuff, when in my mind I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted and I don't want to do this. Mm-hmm. Not because I don't love you, but because I'm so tired and I'm so overwhelmed. I just wanted to lay on my bed and do nothing. Where I'll go on a date with you in my bedroom. That's not what I meant. I just meant on the bed.
Man, this is getting easier and easier. You see what I'm saying, man? If you just listen to this podcast,
if you put a little bit of work in,
you know what I mean? Like, look at this.
I just meant with my eyes closed. But
hey,
what I'm
whatever. That sounds so bad.
That's terrible.
I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is when you put in that effort, it takes off so much stress that I still have to get ready myself. I do not want you to do my makeup, please, or my hair.
No, you would look like Mimi from the Drew Carey Show.
I don't even have those colors.
I'll find them.
But what I'm saying is when you take that stress off of me as a mother, because in my mind, I'm like, I need to take care of my children. I need to do this and I need to do that. When you take the initiative and you take care of it, I'm just like, I can literally breathe, get ready, and walk out the door, and I'm good to go.
Yep.
So it's very helpful.
Yeah.
Men.
So men, be helpful.
Be helpful.
It says, behold, he comes leaping up the mountain, skipping up the hills. Okay. That's very weird, but he's excited.
Yeah.
And this is what is just really saying. Like, dating is exciting. Mm-hmm. Dating is fun.
Yeah.
I love my kids, but you know what I love more? My wife. My kids are a byproduct of my marriage to my wife because we have a healthy dating habit, you know, which leads to how kids are developed. Anyways,
Earplugs.
Dating. Yeah, right. Dating is not work, but marriage takes work to make your marriage work.
Yeah.
Like, you have to put in work to make your marriage work, but dating isn't work. It's fun. Mm-hmm. So this is almost like, when I think of like football, like you have practice, like, and then you have the game. Right before the game, there's usually like a meal that you're going to have, or afterwards, like a celebratory meal. It's like this, in my mind, that's what it is in dating. It's just like, I'm like, I get to do this.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, all that work, it leads up to this. This is the payoff, just one-on-one with you, talking, having a good meal, going for a walk, enjoying a sunset, going to the beach, watching a movie. I'm like, it's like everything else just fades away and life is peaceful. So anyways, dating is exciting.
Yeah.
Obviously you can tell I like dating. Verse 9, my beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag.
You're a stag.
Say it again. Behold, he stands behind our wall. He's looking through the windows, gazing through the lattice.
He is a peeping Tom.
You know what? That turns me on. I want to watch you, babe. I want to watch you get dressed. I want you to get undressed. I want all the things. But just so men here, I think that I can help you with this, okay? He's watching her get ready because she ain't ready. You know what I mean? Like the date, hey, the babysitter's gonna be here at 7. We need to be out the door. It's 7:05, and she's still getting ready. You know what, gentlemen? If you can, and me too, I struggle with this so badly because I am a time freak. That if you can get to that place of seeing this and knowing, okay, even in the Bible, his wife, his woman was still getting ready. Be patient. Like, this is a great place to exercise patience. And look, Chrissy's eyes just got big because I get a big F in this area.
Listen. So I was going to get my hair done, and I don't know I still don't know what happened.
I don't know either, babe.
So there's this really
still waiting for the truth to come out.
We had dinner plans that night, and I thought, I'm going to go get my hair done. We had really nice dinner plans with other people. So we were not only just going by ourselves, but we were meeting people. And so I had, I hope my hairstylist isn't listening to this podcast. Because I had an appointment.
Chantel.
Oh, you called her out. I had an appointment, and it's just, I don't know why they do it, but they don't put clocks in the place. And then my phone didn't work. I literally had zero service in the place. So I wasn't texting. I wasn't on my phone. It was put away in my purse. And I just love my hairstylist. We were just talking, having a great time. My hair looked great. You know, when you get in that like the shampoo and they're just like rubbing your head, it's just so great. And then she blowed it dry. It was wonderful.
Sounds great. Sounds amazing.
But then it hit the fan when the receptionist came to me and said, your husband's on the phone. I was like, what? Listen, if you guys know Joe, he is not overprotective. He is not jealous. And he really could care less where I'm at. But he knew where I was. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm late. I knew it. I just knew it in my gut. So I paid, I did my thing, and I ran out the door, and I got service again. And I had like a bajillion missed calls and texts and all the things. That was a pretty big fight that night.
Yep. I did not want to go. I was pissed. Like, because again, I just like being on time. And so now all these people that were going to be there and now we're late. I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to show up in front of these people this late. And then Chrissy calls him like, oh, you got to tell Joe that we can still come even though we're like an hour late. And it was like in Michigan. We're in Indiana. It's a drive. I'm pacing. I remember I got undressed. I'm like, I don't even care. Like, you know, like, so then I made us more late. Anyways, obviously I was not working with the fruits of the Holy Spirit at that moment and working in patience. So anyways, back to the story. Husbands, this gives us a great way to work on patience when our wives just aren't ready yet. My beloved spoke, this is the first time, my beloved spoke and said to me, rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away.
Yeah, he is picking her up. He is making this a big deal. He is pursuing her. He's making her feel special. It's one-on-one. They're alone. She's like the one. Mm-hmm. I think group dates are great. You want to like build community with people. You want to have friends and all that kind of stuff. Especially when you're married, you want to have married friends. I think that's very important. But also that needs to be like a once in a while thing. You're one-on-one because you're really never alone with your spouse other than on dates. You know, especially if you have kids. This is, I guess if you don't have kids, then you're always alone. But it's really intentional. Yep. He's picking her up. It's one-on-one. So husbands have a plan to go on a date. He was planning it.
Yes. So
he's like, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to take you out. Here we go.
Yep. So, hey, husbands, here it is. Date ideas for you. Ready? Okay. Plan a date. Women want to know, am I lovely? Am I valuable? And so you need to make them feel that way. Like when Chrissy's getting ready, I need to be talking her up. Because in your mind, you're talking yourself down for some reason. I'm like, I say that to you. I'm like, I don't know what you see that I don't see. Like,
I see all these wrinkles around.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you like pick like the nitty bitty things that no other human eye sees, you know? So like husbands, we have to value our wife. We have to speak up to her. We have to encourage her. We have to just let her see how much she means to us and how valuable she is. Mm-hmm. So verse 11 says, for behold, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. Can somebody say amen? Because that's the season we are in right now. Today I had a water balloon fight with the kids. It was awesome.
I don't think I realized how mean and depressed I am all winter until spring comes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Was I mean?
Right?
Have I been mean to you all winter? I feel so bad.
You have been.
Oh.
I've been crying. The flowers appear on the earth. The time of spring is come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land.
Wow.
The fig tree ripens. Girl, give me some figs. And the vines are in blossom. They give forth fragrance. Arise, my love, my beautiful one, and come away.
That's really good. It's spring. It's a really great time to start dating. If you have trouble with it, start now.
Yep.
It's easy.
Yep.
Go for a walk.
Yep.
Go outside.
Yep.
Have a bonfire.
Yep.
Do something.
Yep.
The
I
sun's
agree.
out. Just go.
Sun's
Do
out,
something.
guns out. Dude, hey, you've been working out this winter, man. Time to put on the tank top and show your
Okay.
wife what she's been missing.
All right. It's still like April 6th. Calm down.
Sorry. I had my tank top on today.
Well, it's probably going to snow tomorrow.
All right, let's give these men some tips for dating.
Tips for dating. You got to plan it out. Put it in the calendar. Like, pause me right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Pause me.
Hit the pause button. On the podcast, on YouTube, hit the pause button. Look in your calendar.
Put it in the calendar. I'm going to wait.
Figure it out. Did you do it? Good job. What'd you go with? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, after church? Hey, your date, take her to church.
Ooh.
Yep.
Then take her to lunch afterwards.
So even the other night, my daughter Gwen, she loves having sleepovers. We'll do it in my office. We'll do it in the living room, whatever. She wanted to do one the other night. I was like, honey, I'm just too tired. I can't do it. She's like, can you look at your calendar so we can plan this out? I'm like, oh my gosh, how often do we say that?
I know. We're creating a monster.
Yeah.
Or
So-
a very organized CEO.
That's right. Exactly. You know, we're just pouring into her. But if my 6-year-old can even realize, hey, look at your calendar and find a day to spend time with me, how can we not do that as adults?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at your calendar.
Yep.
Find a day that works.
Prepare. Know what your wife or your husband, but we're talking to the husbands, know what they like to do.
Yep.
Don't plan something stupid
No.
that you like to do and that your wife hates.
Right.
Don't do that.
No.
Plan something that she likes.
Right.
What do I like, Joe?
You like Asparagus, the restaurant in
Oh
Maryville.
my gosh, it's so good. If you're in Northwest Indiana, you need to look it up.
Yeah. Delicious.
It's so good.
It's Thai food. So on the flip side, though, Chrissy does not like Chinese food because it's too greasy, too saucy, too salty, too MSGE.
It really is. It just grosses me out.
And I love Chinese food. So me and Kara get that. That's my daughter, and she loves it. So, yeah.
That's your dates. You need to get a sitter. You need to make a reservation. You need to do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Plan it out.
Number 3 is date
Number
with a
3,
purpose.
date with a purpose. Put your phone away and think of questions. I'm going to repeat that. Put your phone away. You and I go on dates all the time, and we literally look around and we're like, all these people are on their phones.
It's weird.
It drives me crazy. I literally want to go sit at their table and smack them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know what we should do? We should do this and record it. And now we're just brainstorming on the podcast. But we should come up with like the questions we're going to give out here for conversation starters. Print those
hand
off
'em out to people.
and just go hand them off. Be like, hey, this is for you. We're the Married Life. Listen to the podcast. Put your phone down and start asking each other this.
I love that.
Yeah. So literally, because I remember a few weeks back, we were at Ricochet and we were having
Literally
dinner.
the only ones talking to each other.
And it was like, why is everyone on their phone right now? So what? Because I'm bad at that. So hands up, guilty. So I try my best to
You
leave
leave
my
it in the
phone.
car.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm trying to focus on Chrissy. Then if I will bring it, especially if I have like the questions on my phone that I want to ask or whatever, and she'll have her phone in case of emergency with the kids.
Yeah.
But you both don't need your phone. Like, look each other in the eyes. You know, like this is what's crazy. I want you guys all to think about this. And now I'm on a soapbox, but it's just true. You are caring so much about likes on Facebook because I'm telling you, that's what you're on. You're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on
Scrolling.
TikTok, you're on something, right? Pinterest, whatever. Now, how much in 1 year, just think about a year, does the picture that you are liking or hoping people like or share or repost or whatever, how much is that going to matter in a year?
I don't remember what I liked yesterday,
That's what I'm saying.
let alone this morning.
You know what I mean?
It's mindless scrolling.
It is mindless, but you're so checked out of your marriage and you're checked into something that is not an investment at all.
No.
But if you put your phone down for an hour dinner, you're making such an investment into your marriage.
It's
and I
so
know some
true.
of you husbands out there, you're listening to this and you're like, preach. You know what, bro? Lead. Tell her, hey, babe, you know what? Don't be a jerk about it. Hey, babe, let's leave our phones in the car tonight.
Yeah.
You know what? Joe and Chrissy gave us some questions. I wrote them down. We don't even need our technology. Pen and paper. What is
that?
this? You know? So anyways, again, that's my soapbox. I'm off my soapbox. Here's some date ideas. Ready, guys? We're going to run through this because
Date
we're already long on this
ideas.
podcast. And we just talked about it.
Try not
Struggle with
to.
time. Okay. Date ideas. Do a cooking class. That's fun. A local art or flea market, a farmer's market, go to the beach or a park or a walk, bike ride, right? Bike ride.
Yeah.
It's cheap. and it's fun.
I
I
like
enjoy
that.
bike ride. You know what? One of our best dates was on our anniversary. One of our anniversaries. We went to Chicago, stayed the night there, got bikes that were
Mm-hmm.
super cheap, and rode around the city. We saw so much of Chicago that we had never
saw
seen before. Jinx. Look at us, just a couple crazy kids in love.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so I know people are like, we're listening to these two. Seriously, get bikes and just go for a
It's
ride.
so fun.
It is. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Rent a boat. I was thinking about this earlier because literally I was thinking of things I want to do. I'm like, I want to go for a boat ride. I was like, you know what? I bet we could rent a boat.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what I wrote down because what we have written down are things we want to do and like to do.
Yeah.
Play a sport. Chrissy and I love volleyball. We actually, I think this was when Gwen was still a baby. So it was, again, like 4 years ago. We would play 2-on-2 volleyball with Adam and Tina Stuber, and that was a blast. And then we had more babies, and then they had a baby, and now we had more babies. So it's like that's kind of fallen through. But we play
Stuff.
Yeah, we play sports though with our church, in connect groups. We do fun things with, again, our friends when it comes to sports. You're super good at softball. You used to play in college. You're still amazing, babe. Go on a picnic. We've done this. In our living room when it's wintertime. We've done this actually going outside. We've done it in places that were like, this was a bad idea. It gets like too sandy and windy and, you don't think things
We
through.
picked up Jimmy John's and sat in our car.
Yeah.
That's a picnic.
Don't overthink it. Man,
No.
if you have a truck, you put that tailgate down, you get some Jimmy John's,
Oh
you hang
my
right on the back of that.
gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Don't overthink it, man. Go, like, this is something that I think Chrissy would like to do. I'm not so much because I'm just not a good shopper. Like, all my stuff is very plain, but like going to a thrift store and looking through things, like, that's just fun. Chrissy does. She enjoys shopping. A drive-in movie. Here where we're at, we have the 49er drive-in movie. I took the girls to a movie last year. They freaking loved it. Like, they're still asking me about it. I actually got on the website today to see when they were open up. But we do that, right? Go
Yeah.
to movies. Like, anyways, there's date ideas.
Yeah.
Now, here's for when you're going to dinner and you need conversation starters. Chrissy, tee us off.
Sure. If you go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go?
Ooh, where would you want to go?
We can't do this.
I want to go to Italy. I did it fast. There it is. Why? Because my ancestors are from there. I believe Sicily.
Oh, you're so smart. What is a good childhood memory you have?
When I punched my brother in the face.
I'm not asking you these questions.
I'm just trying to have fun. Sorry, Ryan. I love you. But it was super funny. We had boxing gloves on and everything, and we just, getting ready. And the first shot hit him, and he just stiff as a board. Boop. Tipped backwards.
What do you love about your hometown?
The beach.
When you are down, what makes you feel better?
Ooh, that's a good one. Like, emotionally or physically, like, sick?
When you're physically down? Oh. You fell down?
I fell, hurt my
Life
hip.
alert. Life alert. What is your most memorable birthday? What song would you sing at karaoke?
You would not sing a song at karaoke unless you were drunk.
Inappropriate.
I'm just saying, because when we used to be drinkers,
Okay,
you sang karaoke. But would you now? Would you sing a song?
calm down.
I just don't think you would.
What was the last new thing that you learned about? We learned about a lot of things the other night. We were just reading off fun facts online.
Yeah, we were.
That was fun. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
What would mine be? You know this. I do it every day. I just did it today. I wanted my phone.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm under pressure.
You're the worst.
Oh,
Now we got to restart this whole podcast.
I don't know.
Okay, so it's not really a superpower because Peter Parker invents it himself, but the web shooter, I do that all the time.
That is true.
All the time.
When he wants his phone, he just pretends like he shoots webs out of his hand.
I don't pretend. I wonder, did something happen in my sleep? Did I get bit by a radioactive spider? Let me check. Psh, nope, nothing.
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
Okay, so last verse. Oh, my dove, in the clefts of the rock and the crannies of the cliff, let me see your face. Let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet and your face is lovely. Again, that Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 14. Men, she wants to hear your voice, period. We can get to a place where we've done our talking all day. We don't have anything to talk about at night. You need to force yourself to talk to your spouse.
Yeah, have
she
conversation
wants
with
to
her.
talk to you, and know her. How much does she want to hear? Because maybe she's exhausted too. Mm-hmm. Don't be a waterfall, like a dam that's broke open and you're just flooding her. It's like, too much information.
Yeah.
Know your spouse.
Yeah.
Speak to your spouse. Listen to your spouse.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love this podcast. We're like 10 minutes over on this one, but I love dating. So I'm excited about our date. I'm Joe.
And I'm Chrissy.
And this is The Married Life,
where we want to help you build a stronger marriage, to create a stronger family, to form a stronger community.
That's right. You can check us out at themarriedlife.org, where you can get coaching, where you can get more videos. You can read Chrissy's blogs. I don't write blogs because men don't read. I wrote like 2 and I got like 2 reads. I'm like, scratch this. I'm starting the what's it called?
Pick a
Pick a
Fight
podcast. Thank you, Chrissy. Where men, again, I'm trying to have that thing down in 10 minutes, something you can listen to
Good
in the
luck with
bathroom,
that.
in the shower. Thanks, babe. Getting ready for the workday, something to just throw that all the men struggle with, go through, and how we can grow better together and pick the right fights in life.
It's good.
Anyways, that'll be coming out shortly. Anyways, we will see you guys next time with the next installment of Song of Solomon.
Bye.
Peace.